I'm forever changed by it. I spent the first year thinking, you don't need to be there. You need to be home. This is not you. This ain't for you. So it took me a whole year to get out of that mind frame. Then, once I got to like the 2-year mark, I was like, okay, you really weren't as great of a person as you think you were. Maybe you did need to have some time to sit down for what you done. I did need to get to that point. So I had got to the point where, yes, I did deserve to be there. And I was never happy with the amount of time, though, because in the beginning, I was sentenced to 9 years. Had never been behind a bar in my life. I was in shock the whole first year, in shock that I was even there. I had people coming up to me going, how are you dealing with having 9 years? And I'm just like, I don't know. My brain would not work. It just was in denial. And all I could do was live in that one moment, because the future didn't even look like it existed to me. Like, there was no end in sight. There was no happy ending for me. There was no, your life is going to be okay when. It was just, you're fucked. Just chill with your friends that you made in here and try to make the best of it. And it wasn't a choice I made. It was a choice my brain made for me. Once I was there for like, probably, I want to say about 3.5 years, I was sick of the shit by then. Because I was locked up with all of these young kids that was treating it like a vacation. All they wanted to do was run around and do whatever they could do to get more. And I'm sitting there like, what is wrong with you? You got your parents taking care of your kids at home, and all you're doing is in here running around trying to find your little girlfriend and worry about trying to get some Wellbutrin from somebody and paying $30 for it, for each one that's been up in somebody else's mouth that's probably got Hep C. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? I could not stand that shit. There were some people that had the mentality of me, but there were way too many people that were way too comfortable up in that bitch. And I was not one of them. You realize you're around all of these people that don't even care that they're there. They're just having fun with their girlfriend and, you know, trying to get their next. And I'm like, I want to fucking go home. I have a life. I have a family. I have, you know, my dogs. Like, y'all don't care. Y'all act like y'all are in summer camp. And so that really pissed me off. The most of the time I just stayed in my room all the time and I read a lot of books. So when I knew when my release date was, luckily I had my cousin here on the outside to help me coordinate things. I mean, when I say it took me a month to pick out the outfit I was going to wear the day that I went home. Every single little thing, I had it all planned out. And then when it gets to that, you don't care about none of that. Like, you think that you're going to be so excited to wear like real clothes and stuff like that, but when it comes down to it, you don't care. I remember my cousin came to pick me up, and it was just so surreal to me because all of the officers that were mean to me the entire time that I was there, I wasn't in trouble and stuff. They were just doing their job, I guess. They were all up at the front and they were like, oh, look at you, you know, when I'm in regular clothes. It's like everything just changed in an instant. And I got in the truck and we had a 3-hour ride home, and it was just crazy. And my cousin had everything sitting out for me like I had just left. She had my pocketbook, my jewelry, like all of my clothes. Like, it was so weird to see my stuff again. Like, both of my cars, which one didn't run. It was so weird because it's like she had everything set up for me to come right back into what I left. And it was crazy. It was a really hard first day home for me. I spent the first night home in a very cheap hotel. I was in a hotel because I couldn't have the dogs at the, because my cousins, they didn't allow animals in the house. So that's why I got a hotel. And it was a cheap hotel because it was the only one that would let me have the dogs. That with my 2 dogs that did not remember me, and all I did for the entire time I was there. So like, I just could not wait to see them, and they did not remember me. And I'm just sitting there heartbroken because this moment I've been looking forward to forever is not what I thought it was going to be. And I have that on video, and I might show y'all that one day when I'm up to it, but I don't know. That one's tough. I didn't end up getting 9 years. I got 9 years, but then my aunts and uncle, the lawyers that I told y'all about, luckily, thank God, they got me a sentence reduction, which is unheard of, and it was a very privileged thing because I've never heard of another person do it. Not because I have money, but they do. And they thought that the amount of time that I got was ridiculous. I was able to get a sentence reduction to 6 years, so I ended up doing 5 years, 2 months, and 10 days. It was horrible. You will never have to worry about me doing anything wrong ever again. It was my first time behind bars, and I swear to God, it better be my damn last. But got through it because my brain made me get through it. Not because I willed it to or anything like that. I stayed to myself. I only had a few friends because I didn't want to get into all that shit. This shit was not fun for me. I was not gonna sit there and act like that I was just on a weekend vacation. I never leave the house unless I have to because I can't stand being around people. I just don't like people. I like y'all, but that's about it. My anxiety is too bad. I can't go do like concerts, stuff like that. Sometimes I even have a hard time going to the grocery store, which is why I do Walmart pickup orders. And for those that don't know,